Good morning, YouTube familia. Your girl is coming back from the country club, coming back from cardio, feeling good. Definitely feeling prep, you guys. I'm feeling it, but it feels good because it means I'm on the right track, you know? When the discomfort starts to come in, that's when you ask yourself, what are you going to do? Are you going to chill with this discomfort? Are you going to acknowledge that it's part of the process of change, of growth? You know, that's life. And we want to change, we want to grow, we want to evolve. It's not going to be easy, basically. You know, it's something you got to walk with, something you got to think about, something you got to sit with. And I truly just feel built for this. I truly do. I feel like God, the universe, things played out the way they did in my life. I think in everyone's life. All the trials, all the, ups and downs, it's all part of the process. But it's where we can also acknowledge, how do we move with that? How do we let that affect us? How do we let it affect us? Do we let it stop us? Do we let it take us down? Do we let us have that feeling of giving up or wanting to give up? And again, those are very human and normal things to feel, you guys. It really is. It is. Because without it, you don't see breakthroughs, or you don't see the change. Because if it was always easy and you never, had a low or a bad feeling, then that's, it is part of life. We all know that. Even very, very, very successful people, millionaires, billionaires, the job that, they didn't become a billionaire out of waking up one day and becoming a billionaire. They took time and dedication to create whatever they wanted to create, to invest in whatever they wanted to invest in. And I'm sure a lot of the times their investments didn't work out. But it was at that moment where they said, okay, what do? We take this as a loss, we learn from it, we keep moving towards the goal. Like, let's just say Kobe and all these NBA players who get injured and then they come back. I don't want to put it in any bad juju, but if I get injured, or I pray that I don't, but it is inevitable. And injury doesn't have to mean like breaking something, or it could also be like your muscles are tight, you're sprained, you're really feeling the heaviness of all the work you've put in. You might feel like defeated in the moment, but that's the human mind constantly wanting to chase more and more and more and more, instead of like taking a second to reflect, however you do it. If it's when you go on your walks, if it's you actually sitting in silence whenever you can during your day, getting that true quiet and space for yourself to think, to hear your thoughts, and not control them, but hear them, listen to them. It's usually our intuition talking to us. And do we act on those wants and desires? Do we, see it as something that if the universe brought it to us, it's for a reason? Do we see things as lessons? I'm learning to see everything as a lesson, to not judge, because what's on the inside of every human is literally the same thing. We all have a brain, we all have cells, we all have skin, we all have a heart, we all have organs, and we all have all this. Like, the body and the brain is absolutely I think the coolest thing. One of the coolest, it is the coolest thing, if you ask me. The thing that can evolve the most, can change the most, can grow the moment we give it time and attention. I'm going downhill right now, sorry you guys, and if it's a little shaky or noisy, I'm praying you guys can still hear me, because this is a good one. We gotta tap in over here. Tap in. And also to do things just because we are humans living on earth, having a human experience. Everyone has their own experiences. Everyone wants to try things, different things. And we thank God, in the world that we have today, we have so many options. Like, even when it comes to food, which I've talked about before, like, you know, it's a pleasure, it's a privilege to have a car. These things are a privilege. And there was once a way to get by without, the fancy and the schmancy and all the options of today's world. And again, I'm not here to bash on it or anything. But my point is that there's really no excuse. There's no excuse. There's zero excuses. The only excuse is the one you're giving to yourself. The one you're allowing yourself to say out loud. If it's, I can't go today, or I don't have time, or blah, 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 or I'm too busy working for the world, instead of giving myself even 30 minutes, 10 minutes a day, where it's just me, myself, and my body. However that is. If it's in the morning, if it's on your break, whatever, okay? I'm just done hearing the excuses, I guess. And I truly believe that when you want something and you, every day, again, even you give it 5 minutes to what you want. It could be the smallest thing. If you want to be healthy, one thing. If it's drinking more water, if it's going for that walk in the morning or in the night or whatever, whenever it's good for you. If it's actually signing up to a gym, if it's like starting to eat healthy, whatever it is, but like, don't just say it and not actually put forth action, because that's how the universe praises you. When you every day put one foot in front of the other, even if it's for a short amount of time, you will reap the rewards at one point. You might not see it every day, you might not see the changes every day, but trust me, you will feel them. That's for sure. Which is another topic. I think a lot of us people in this world like to go through life being numb, being intoxicated, being, just not trying to disconnect from the reality. And I've been working so hard lately on staying in my reality, clean, in my mind, knowing that I am my best friend. I am the creator of my reality. And again, that takes work. It takes a lot of work. It takes putting away the distractions. I've been putting away my phone, like literally every night, Sometimes even during the day, I'm like, I need to put this away. It's distracting me, you know? But I love you guys so much, so I feel called to share my journey. And I've been using, thank God for my phone, honestly, because I've been using it to create memories for myself, to create, you know, if it's a positive self-talk that I need to listen down the line, down the road, come back to this moment and realize that even when I had a morning where it wasn't bad or anything, I just was like, meh, meh. Like I'm excited because I am excited and this is my passion. And bodybuilding has changed my life. A lot of things have changed my life, and this past year really showed me that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to research how to do it, and I'm going to learn about it, and I'm going to execute more than anything. It's more, now I'm at the point where I feel like I learned, I'm still learning, of course, but I need to execute more. And coming from someone who used to be just, would hack her day with stuff and work usually and clients to make money, it's such a change for me now because nothing I do is producing money. Nothing. Nothing. And I am the happiest woman, girl I've ever been. I truly feel like I'm fulfilling my dreams. And even with the emotional roller coasters that prep and being low calorie can bring you, like, I'm not letting it get to me. I'm acknowledging it for what it is, you know? Now we're gonna cross the street illegally. Don't do what I do. Just kidding. It's all good. It's not that busy. But thank you guys for taking me home. We made it home. We're about to be. Gonna see the love of my life. And we're gonna recover. We had a sweet good workout last night. And yeah, you guys, excuse the face because I see a lot of people that I know. I see a lot of people in my neighborhood that I've once trained. And, you know, sometimes I'm not always in the mood to be social. And it's not out of a place that I, you know, disrespect anyone or don't like anyone. I'm a sensitive human. And I've been learning to hone in my energy, not leak it out. I don't have to be always so friendly when I don't actually want to be right now, you know? And it is what it is. So this is your sign that it's okay to shut off the world and take some time for yourself. I promise you, we always get out of it. When you can be friends with your mind, be friends with your body, be in the present moment, be grateful for all the things that you have. Focus on the good things in your life. Like, try to keep your focus on the good things in your life. And that, you know, we have one life. We can't take it for granted. And we got one life, let's live it well. You know what I mean? And it's never too late. Doesn't matter how old you are. Age and time is not a factor here. Not in my world. Action. Action speaks louder than words, you guys. That's all. And sometimes it's nice to keep your words to yourself, to journal. It's been helping me a lot. And keeping mantras in my head, just like I am where my feet are. Everything is working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. And notice when you repeat those things in your head, things will change for the better. You'll start to see all the good and beautiful things that life can offer and that you have in your life right now. with that, I'm gonna leave it here. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my 15-minute ramble. You made it home, guys. I love you so much. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one.